Spring has finally arrived in upstate New York. It is finally spring on my 6.74 acres. We had a very long and cold winter. For those of you in the Northeast or upstate New York, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna take you guys down my driveway with me right now to my farm stand. We reopened it on April 1st. And when I say we, I mean my mother and I. I'm gonna take you guys to the farm stand and show you what we have been selling. I've been very happy with the sales at the farm stand already. Given that we have a few things for free as well, it continues to amaze me at what is possible with a farm stand. So I come on here and share it with you guys in case anybody is feeling their own farm stand pull. Here we are at the farm stand that you see behind me. A local Amish family built this farm stand last year. I purchased it at the end of June as a way to sell products directly to the public. You do not need a special use permit or any sort of thing like that to be able to sell agriculturally harvested products that are not processed. You do need licensing if you start processing things. And we also sell various art potters, as you're about to see behind me, that were not processed. So we are allowed to sell this direct to the community. Since I last talked to you guys, I have decided finally on what I am doing with my property here. For those of you who have been following me for a long time, you know I've been kind of back and forth on things. I have officially decided it is a pollinator farm. You're probably scratching your head going, what the heck is a pollinator farm? I've never heard of that in my life. I might be making it up. I might be the first one to do it. I'm hoping to be a case study that other people can follow or replicate. And always a reminder, you don't need 6.74 acres to save the pollinators. I don't need to bore you guys with the statistics. The outlook is bleak for our pollinators right now, for the monarch butterfly, for bees, honeybees, all of it. Not good. So I am truly dedicating my 6.74 acres to creating a sanctuary for every type of pollinator, from birds to lightning bugs to the North American bumblebee. And I'm going to take you guys along for the ride with me. If you're wondering how I'm going to pay my bills doing that, we're going to find out together. We're going to find out together how I'm going to pay my bills doing that. But in the interim, this farm stand doesn't do a bad job of at least helping cushion some of the bills that have been incurred here at the farm. We have a very important addition to the farm stand this year, which is farm fresh eggs, courtesy of my 6 lovely ladies that are laying. We also have my certified wildlife habitat plaque mounted. I became a member of this and have promised that my land will always be used for these things here. Nice little farm fresh egg sign. I got that on Amazon for $10. And then just the usual open flag. I am not Dutch. This has nothing to do with the Netherlands. This is just the open flag that everybody uses at their farms. Taking you over here, these are things my mom made. So we have potters that she likes to paint. She's a very talented painter, and she's actually started painting different native plants on them, or milkweed, which everybody needs to plant to save the monarch butterfly. Here's just some of the pricing. These are also drawer pulls that she wood burned, and her cards made from prints that she painted. More of her prints just framed for people to take home. These are original paintings of the bunnies we have here at the farm. We have 8 rabbits at this time. That's just some backup stock. In the back, free House of Green flyers for people to take. Some charcuterie boards. We sold one this week, actually. We had 3, now we have 2. Some stickers made at the farm. More business cards. Art corner. Take you over here is my favorite part, the pollinator products. So we have not sold a lot of these yet, but that's on me to kind of create education around it so people know what the heck they are looking at. These are pollinator waterers, or bee waterers. The point of them having the rocks in it and a shallow amount of water is so small pollinators can land and drink from it without drowning. They can't just land on big open bodies of water. So this has been proven to be an effective way for that to happen. We have hand painted these potters to just make them unique or special. These are bug hotels. If you tip them sideways, it allows different solitary pollinators. There's a lot of bees that don't actually live in colonies. They need hotels like this to overwinter, reproduce, sleep, all of that. They need litter to do that in. And since so many people are obsessed with manicuring their lawns today and cleaning up way too early, they don't really have those areas to do that in. So they can do it in their own little bee hotel that also has just different things painted on the side of it. Over here are free seeds that I harvested on my land last year, like milkweed and goldenrod. But what was really amazing is I found a local seed company that's only a town over from me, Bentley Seeds, and they gave me this pollinator display for free. So all of these seeds here are free. And I feel like if there's anything that I can do to help right now, it's hand out seeds like this, because all it takes is one plant in an ecological wasteland where there isn't a plant for miles to help start making a difference. And I really feel that these seeds can get that done. We did have to start charging for the Amish directories. People were abusing the system and taking huge amounts of these at a time. So we are now charging $3 for Amish directories, and we have the new 2025 edition. One of the Amish gentlemen who makes these directories got a hold of me in email. Believe it or not, he found my email and got a box of these on with the Amish who came to do some excavating at my property last week. I'll show you guys that in another video. But the Amish did find me an email to send me more of these, so I'm definitely happy to give them out. But we do have to charge just so people respect how many they take. I drew this little sign since we only have 6 hens, so we are doing our best with eggs, obviously. We keep the eggs in this cooler. I know someone's gonna say, oh my gosh, why is that plastic? We have an egg carton return. People keep using this. I get to clean them and reuse them. It's way better for the environment than cardboard that just gets thrown out immediately. Someone else is gonna say, why is there an ice pack in there? You don't need an ice pack. I'm well aware, but the public just likes to see things nicely chilled. I don't blame people. I'm just trying to keep the peace here. We also sell farmers' almanacs and my book I wrote many moons ago, back when I was a freelance writer. We sell moon pebbles, aka bunny poop. Great stuff. I garden with this. It's great. And people can grab that with their potters, and they're free seeds. And then we have here, we just like to know what people took. It's just nice to keep track of inventory so we can replace it. And then we just have a cash store. People do not abuse this. No one has ever stolen from us. It's the honor system, and it works in the country. If you've never been in the country, I recommend leaving a city today and going into the country. You might be surprised. I do also have my Venmo and Zelle and Instagram set up over there in case people don't have cash. They can either do cash or Venmo. We don't have a credit card processing machine. It's not needed. I didn't want to pay the fees, and this has worked for everyone thus far. I'll link to the Substack article I wrote last week below, where I itemize every single thing you see behind me and exactly what it costs for those of you who are curious, so you can read about that below. I do write on my Substack every day because I am first and foremost a writer, but I do like to get on YouTube and start shouting about things like saving the bees and the butterflies. I don't know if you guys caught 60 Minutes this week. They did a feature on the monarch butterfly and where they overwinter in Mexico, so it is definitely becoming topical, which is a good thing because 70% of monarch butterflies have disappeared in the last 30 years. Not good. As you can see, I'm trying to make a dent, make an impact with that at this farm stand, and I have not grown anything yet here this year. We have not passed our last frost, so if you're sitting there going, what the heck am I going to sell at a farm stand? I haven't even grown anything yet. As you can see, neither have I. We just have eggs, arts and crafts, free seeds, booklets. Get creative, get crafty, get entrepreneurial, resell things your neighbors make, your neighbors bake, all of that. I have pretty much had 1 to 5 people stop at this farm stand every day. I'm not going to lie, I'm sure it's partly because of my social media, but a lot of people locally have just gotten used to me being here, and we make sure to open this every single day so they can rely on it always being open. People do need like predictable hours if they're gonna make the adventure, make the trek. We do close it if it's thundering or pouring or something that might ruin the product. Otherwise though, a lot of locals have gotten used to me being here, and they stop by for their free seeds or their weekly eggs, and it's starting to become quite the entertaining, amazing thing, and I haven't even had it for a year, so that's why I like to make these videos and talk about it to you guys. It brings me a lot of joy for sure. With that, I have so much more content coming your way related to the 6.74 acres of land I spontaneously bought with a loan in 2023. I am attempting to work it, garden it, farm it by myself mainly, and without a tractor. That blows people's minds. So if you find that entertaining, if you think I'm gonna fail, whatever, follow along. I would love to have you here. Subscribe if you have not already. I promise it will be very entertaining, hopefully slightly educational and enlightening along the way. Hope you guys had a good winter. I am back, so I will see you next week. Bye.